Hey YouTube, Jason here with Day Trading Fearless. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome. Make sure you guys hit the like button and also subscribe, and also check out my website and also my Patreon page. Links down below in the description. $50 lifetime subscription for the weekly trade zones. But as always, let's jump right into this weekly watch video for July 28th. 2021. Sorry, June 28th, 2021. S&P E-mini futures. Well, let's first start off by saying I was dead wrong last week. I thought we were actually going to go lower. We actually did on the overnight session, and then it was up and away from there. Nice bounce off the 50. Now, here's what's worrying me. We actually have, ever since we broke above the 50 period, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, kind of dip below, right? 7, dip below again. We'll call this 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 bounces, okay? Give or take, off the 50 period moving average. Now, I'm not calling for a short. I'm not saying anything. All I'm saying is keep this in mind, okay? We will not keep going up forever. There will be a swift downfall, and it will probably happen quickly in the market like this, where it sells off very hard and quickly, viciously. And we have not touched the 200 since June of last year. So we're almost coming up to an entire year without actually touching the 200. But also, one of the problems that I see going on is we're getting too far extended from the 200. Right now, the 200 period is right around this 38.45 level. We're at 42.85. Okay, we're talking almost 400 points above, which is a good 10% above the 200. Usually markets don't do this, so something to be aware of. With that being said, I'm actually bullish with the market going into this week, okay? It is a weekly, it's a holiday week coming up because we have July 4th coming up next week to the following week, right? So something to be aware of. Usually markets tend to go up into weekends. I believe the holiday it's actually Monday, July 4th is the holiday, July 5th is when the stock market is going to be closed. So next week is a full week. But with that being said, usually look for the market to go up into it. Nice inverse head and shoulders we have. I just pulled up a 15-minute chart. Here's our inverse head and shoulders. Here's our neckline. If we just come over here, grab a Fibonacci extension, go from that low to this high, right back down. These are our levels. Also, if we want, we could use this, this high. Let's just see, kind of go from here, and then back, and look where we closed. We almost closed right on it. So with that being said, I actually like this one better. I will trade using these. Now, on the upside, these are the levels to keep an eye on. 42.81, 43.23, and 43.69 levels, right? I'm not saying we're going up here, but just write them down and just kind of know if we go to these levels, there should be a resistance at each one. We could see the very first one, we kind of reached it. We're pretty much close enough to where, okay, cool, we paused, did a quick little pullback. So next level would be 43.23 level to the upside. Let's take a look at the NASDAQ NQ. Let's first go to the daily chart of the NASDAQ, okay? With that being said, we're bullish, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, keep going up. But interesting, we didn't make a new high on the Nasdaq today like we did on the S&P futures. So with that being said, we're still bullish. If we drop this down, is there a telltale clue? Really no inverse head and shoulders. If anything, maybe a potential head and shoulders, right? Shoulder, head, shoulder. Here's our neckline. Okay, this is what you would call a slanted head and shoulders. So this actually looks bearish to me relative to the S&P. So let's see what happens. Also, on the 15-minute, we actually have the 50 and the 200. Price is going to either break out to the upside or break down. If we break down, you may have a cross, which would be a golden cross on the 15-minute, where the 200 crosses or in this case, the 50 crosses over the 200. So, this market, and I'm going to go back to the ES real quick, and I hope I'm not rambling, guys, but I'm just trying to figure out what this market really wants to do. Is this a look above and fail? Maybe. Right? Because look at this, 15-minute, we have a little bit of excess. Do we gap lower? Also, if we go look at the daily, we are starting to get a little of excess up here. But with that being said, it's a tough one. I'm going to just say higher to neutral on the S&P, maybe lower to neutral on the Nasdaq going into this week. So I hope that helps, guys. /CL, crude oil. I've been talking about this. Let's move this. I've been talking about this 73, 74 level for a while. We touched it, value area high. I actually think oil is going higher. I've said even in my midweek, any type of pullback you could get long, and oil is very bullish right now. If we want, grab this low to this high right here, grab our Fibonacci extension tool. Remember, I show you guys these things to hopefully you guys could learn how to draw these, okay? Don't just learn to draw them. These are the levels, the 127.2, 1618, 200. Look at that, 127.2 from this breakout went right to it and we pulled back. Now we went right to the 161 and we pulled back, okay? My next level is 78. Once we get to 78, I think that for the short term, I would love to see a move up, keep going like we are higher, and then a pull back to the 74, and then we could start to draw fibs on the way down. But bullish on crude oil. Let's take a look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin, we poked our head to look below and fail, okay, below 30,000. I've been calling for this 25,000. Well, guess what? We actually bounced right off the low of this gap, right? We gapped up and then that was the low of that and we bounced directly off it. But look at the bounce. It lasted for about 2 days and now we're coming back down, right? This to me is bearish. I actually think Bitcoin's going lower. We closed bearish and just 1, 2, 3, 4, break to the downside, okay? And guess what? We're now bearish in a bearish reverse waterfall, right? So we kind of broke it. This actually engulfs this entire to the downside. Watch out below. I actually think Bitcoin is still going ultimate target 25 and then again 20,000, 21,000. Those are my ultimate targets. And then once we do that, then I think we could bounce. But also look at the 50 with the 200. They're all pointing lower. This is starting to curl down. This is a very bearish looking chart. So keep an eye on that. Now, you guys want to trade a Doge, right? Follow a Dogecoin millionaire. I love watching that guy. He's great. I think if we get down to the 15, 14, 12 level, I think buy Doge. Doge is a good buy at those levels. Again, this is not trading advice, just things that I see in education. So let's take a look at gold, GLD. Wow, look at gold. We drew these. I say, hey, kind of look for a pullback. We sold the puts, came right down to the, what you call it this week, kind of bounced around where I actually think we might actually go a little bit lower to 62. I hope we do. I'll be selling more puts, probably in my personal account. It's already in my Patreon account. So if you guys follow me at patreon.com/daytradingfearless, you can follow my portfolio, $8 a month. That's it. We've been killing it in the portfolio. And let me show you guys the portfolio really quick. Okay, so here's the Patreon portfolio, right? Here's my spreadsheet. We started this back on November 1st with 50,000. Now, the market's just been going straight up, so I've been real conservative. I'm only using a little over probably 10 to 15% of my available cash in this portfolio. But the problem is there's not that many trades that I love. But this is what so I have the regular stock portfolio, swing and long term. This is all if you sign up, you'll see every single thing that I've done. You could go do your math, go do your homework, look at prices the day I did it on the alerts, everything. But this is what we own. Currently, we're green on everything. These are P&Ls on closed positions. We're up $2,245. We're using about $6,000. Again, this is the everyday portfolio, guys. I'm not trying to be like half these other guys. Oh, yeah, go buy 100,000 shares and all this. This is a very conservative portfolio. 5 shares, 20 shares, 100 shares. We did rig last week. I told you guys in my video, 387. Okay, entry date was 6/18. Look at that. It's was a 444. Nice little return there. Dividend long stocks, right? We did Verizon. We're up a little bit, but these are dividends from where our entries were. Look at this. We got Gab at 5.38, pays in 11%. With closed trades that we've done, $55. I've only pretty much closed, I believe, 1 or 2 trades in this. Remember, this is longer term. We're trying to collect the dividends, and that profit doesn't even include the dividends that we collect. And then our options call put portfolio. These are 3 I told you last weekend. We sold some silver and gold, and we sold JP Morgan. These all expire July 16th, 22 cents. So far, we've not had, knock on wood, not a single losing trade, and $665 in profit on just selling puts. We're on Apple, Coke, all that, where we're collecting nickels and dimes. That's all we're doing, collecting nickels and dimes every month to make some cash flow. So I hope that helps, guys. Sorry that was very long-winded, but I just want to show you guys for $8 a month, trust you will make your money back. So make sure you check that out. But with that being said, gold, I like it if we could get down a little lower, at least to the 62 level. Silver, same thing, but probably down to the 2350 level. I like it, maybe poke its head below the 200 like we did here, reverse back up. This is a nice, we're in the bullish trend. Look for a pullback to our 61 to 70% pullback. Look to get long, and your stop would just go below that 2214 level. Couple quick stocks to look at: AAPL, Apple. Apple, a couple weeks ago I said I like it long. Look at this, almost up about $7 or $8 from when I called it a couple weeks ago. I said it was in a bullish phase, but we might be rolling over. NASDAQ looked weak, right? Tech looks weak. AMZN, Amazon, they just had Prime Day. 1, 2, 3, triple top. Let's call this a quadruple top. And look at that, roll back over, right? Now, if it comes down to this 50, I wouldn't be surprised if we bounce. If we break above these highs, we're off to the races, guys. To get your levels, grab your Fibonacci extension, go from that low to the highest peak, and then right back down. And these are your levels you'll want to watch, okay? 37.40, 39.74, and 42.32. So if we do break out, maybe options might be a good bet, something like that. Again, it's a very expensive stock, but I think this thing could run if it keeps going. But watch for a pullback. I would love to see a pullback. And if we do, I might actually buy some for the Patreon page, where if we pull back, get down to 33, and then just start to bounce and go up. Nice. Everything looks bullish on this chart to me. So, and then finally, ALF. I talked about this on my midweek watch list. I said I kind of liked it. I said watch for a pullback. We did a look below and fail. Okay, so you would have been stopped out here, but if you followed 1, 2, 3, the waterfall, and you wanted to jump right back in, okay, and you really didn't take a big loss, because I said to watch for a pullback, maybe by around 12, 13, 14, somewhere around there, depending where it was. You only took a couple dollar loss, but if you jumped in on the break above yesterday's high on this candle, well, guess what? Look at that move, 13 all the way up to $20. So we are bullish on this. Again, maybe any pullbacks, so look to get long again on ALF. So with that being said, sorry this video was so long this week, but I hope it was useful. As always, thank you so much for watching my videos, and you guys have a fun weekend, and we'll talk to you guys soon. Thanks.